And welcome to our live. Welcome, Max. We can see you here nice and early. Max is saying, got to wash my dishes, a dishwashing diary. Paula approves.
Yes, he's a loyal fan.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So just for anyone who was expecting the lovely Dawn from Resting Witch Face, love that channel name. Love the channel name. She was unable to make tonight, but she is going to be here next week because she is doing Thanksgiving things with her family. Hello, Joshua and Debbie Sue.
Joshua.
Alrighty. So the questions that we want to talk about tonight, the first thing we're going to talk about, and I can see that we are getting our Christmas theme underway. So I need some Christmas clothes. Paula, have you got a Christmassy? I bet you've got Christmas clothes. Do you?
Christmas clothes?
Yeah, like a Christmas top or something. I don't, but I'm thinking of I might have to get something.
Well, I do. Hi, Cheryl and Jennifer. I do, but mine are all elementary schoolified because when I was an elementary school counselor for 21 years, you have to have a Christmas T-shirt for every day of December. And you only work 2 weeks in December. So I still have all of those. So they're certainly not elegant, but I'm keeping them anyway. And that's what I'm going with. I'm not buying any new Christmas clothes. Just going to wear my elementary stuff.
Yeah, and I don't have anything, but I don't have anything red, so I'm gonna go and look for a red Christmassy T-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. So we are talking about making content that we enjoy, so that it just helps us make more content, and obviously this is an ongoing conversation, and it's something that we're all thinking about all the time, but we just thought that would be a fun thing to discuss tonight. So who wants to talk to that? Hey, Mike, Jennifer, Debbie Sue.
Well, I'll start unless somebody else is dying to start. I'm kind of a start hog.
Nope. Start hog away.
This is not very exciting, but it's something that I enjoy. I really enjoy organizing and decluttering. Well, let's see. Should I say it? Yes, I enjoy it. It bugs me that I have to do it over and over because I don't keep it organized and decluttered. But once I set out to get it done, I do enjoy it. And actually, I'm working on a video right now where I'm finally cleaning out a big old closet that I've been shoving stuff in for a couple of years. And I'm really enjoying that. I had set myself an hour to get it finished, and that was a while ago. So, yeah.
Did you finish it?
No, I did not. I did get stuff out and organized into piles, and I have a donate box that's this big, and the trash can is has a lot of stuff in it. So I'm doing well. It's just not finished yet.
Okay. Yeah, I just feel like everyone else's declutter, like their before, always looks a bit neater and tidier than my decluttering.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So if I ever see someone's declutter look anything like mine, I'm just like, I like you.
Yes, we're friends. We want to be friends with people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Catherine and Joshua. I'll come to you, actually, Joshua, in a moment. What about you, Evie? What about you, in terms of making content? Because you've got 3 channels to pick from, of course.
I think I've kind of settled into a rhythm to not worry about who I'm making the video for, which is what is preached everywhere. I'm making whatever's going on and whatever I like to do, and it makes it more fun for me, and it's my hobby. So I just keep trying to make them better. I got a new camera last week or early this week, and I've been having fun with that. Being able to put the magnetic part of it onto a fence post or a stop sign or something like that, and walk past and record. It's just super fun, and I'm always looking for ways to make it fun. And right now our front yard is completely torn up. We've had a plug that happens once a year just about, and it's $400 to $500 to have them run their camera. And anyway, it's a huge canal that is about probably 5 feet deep, and then there's another big hole that's 8 feet deep, and they're pulling all the pipes out. And that's not city, that's ours. So I went out and took a couple of quick videos and put some music to it, and to me that is a lot of fun. But it's not going to attract, if it's going to attract people that have plumbing problems, well, they'll be disappointed, because you know what, maybe like 5 or 6 videos long and it'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
What camera did you buy?
I bought a Osmo Nano. They're actually not available in America yet, so I probably don't have any warranty on it. This is what it looks like. So this detaches, and this is magnetic, so it will stick. I don't think I have any metal, but it'll stick to anything that's metal. So like I'll put it on a metal fence and then hit record from this little guy.
Good.
And then I record myself walking by, and then I record myself walking back, whatever. It's just a ton of fun. I mean, it is fun. So I have 3 Osmo cameras now, and I call them my Osmo siblings.
Wow.
But
you've got Osmo Pocket 3. You've got this Osmo Nano.
Yeah, I've got the Pocket 3, and then I've got the Action 5.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that
but
is quite
I had
discreet.
enough. This one was free. I had enough points on my my card that it didn't cost me anything.
Right.
So, but I wanted to say something about Christmas clothes. This is not my favorite shirt, but Five Below, $5.55, and they've got a whole bunch. And I got an extra large thinking it would shrink. I bought 3 shirts. I don't wash my clothes before I wear them. I just don't. I pull them out of the bag. I rip the tags off and I throw them on. But they did not shrink. Wouldn't you expect, paying $5 for a t-shirt, that it would go down a size? And I washed the first 2 already. And I mean, they're staying their true size. And I'm like, I expect that from a good quality t-shirt, not from Five Below. $5.55. So tomorrow I'm going back to get more of them.
Yeah. And your right size?
I hadn't thought about that far yet.
No, yeah. But are you finding the size too big for you, or do you like it because it's relaxing?
I would rather have it too big than too small, definitely, because I don't want it going around any midsection rolls. You sit down and you look like you just roll off the couch. I don't want that.
I know. Honestly, the amount of times I've heard people say, and I think it's true, that when people wear clothes that are fitting, they look a bit smaller, but I just don't want my actual body shape to show through. So I will take I look a bit bigger, you know what I mean? Because I'm wearing slightly baggy clothes, then, yes, I can get it down. I can pull it down over my body and I look like a string of sausages. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not the look I'm going for. I'm picking my poison, and I'm going for people's imagination, that they're thinking that I actually am the size that I look, but I don't want them to see what I look like, actually.
Right.
So,
we were sitting at a football game one time, and this person sitting next to me, this is like when my kids were in high school, said, "Oh, look, is that a bug? It's a sectional back." Because you could see the fluffy, and then you could see the bra line, and more fluffy, and then the pants. So there was like 8 sections on the back, and I don't want that.
No.
But so I was getting a pedicure on Tuesday, and it's the Vietnamese ladies, and they were talking. They speak English really well, and they were talking, with me and this other lady getting a pedicure, and they were talking about women and wearing clothing that is too big for them, but that's what they're comfortable in. And one of them said that they went to this dance. One of the Vietnamese ladies said they went to this dance. They'd had this friend, forever, that had just been like wearing her hair pulled back in a ponytail and baggy clothes and everything. Known her for years, just like a tomboy sports girl. She came to this dance with this long formal dress with big cutouts on it, hair flowing down and curled, full face of makeup on, and they're like, "Where have you been hiding that figure?"
Yeah.
So it's not always that they're hiding something that is bad. Maybe they're modest.
Exactly. Yeah, modest and just, just that's just some people's taste, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it Max that's saying that that Max can't see the four of us? Is that right?
I wonder if he means our pictures in the video or if he means people in the chat.
Yeah, I hope, because hopefully you can see the four of us like you normally do. So please do let us know if that's not the case, because StreamYard's doing this thing where they're showing like the vertical view and all that. So I was trying to like push that away, but I may have pushed away too many things. So please. Yes, Mike's saying all good. Mike's saying all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, Max, you can see.
Max says it's in the chat.
Yes. All good. Now that's totally fine. What about you, Rhonda? What about you, just in terms of like making content that you enjoy, because it helps you keep wanting to make content? What sort of thoughts do you have about that?
Well, I do, my videos are mostly talking head, and I tried some new stuff where I went outside, and I really enjoyed it. It was a little more relaxed, and I enjoyed doing that. But we went last night. I don't do a lot of vlog stuff. I vlogged about my vacation, but I wanted to kind of do Vlogmas. So we went last night down to our light display, and it's this really cool display at the university. And man, I just had my camera out and I had a great time. Now, what I don't like about that is the amount of editing I will have to do to put that video together. And so that's what I didn't like about my vacation, because I don't do a lot of editing. I may cut out, my dog's barking or if I mess up, but a lot of times I don't even take that out. But as far as enjoying making videos, I always get a little nervous right before I make one. And I think maybe that's because my content is the type of content it is, that it's there to help people, and it's it's a little more serious. And so, but all the rest of it I pretty much enjoyed. Once I get started, I don't think about it, and I enjoy it, but I don't like the editing. I don't. And
No,
a lot of people say they don't, but I want to put it together like I want to put it together. So I don't want to send it off and have some editor do it, because, anyway. But that's
exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But we're watching my in-laws' 2 dogs. I have 4 dogs in the house, and my little dog can't stand it.
Oh, 4
He wants
dogs.
to be in there with the other dogs, but he wants to be in here with me, and so he just gonna bark. So,
Do you guys? Does anyone ever talk about like, are some dogs introverted or extroverted? I mean, obviously some dogs are like, you're in my house, and that's just annoying. It's just all too much. It's just my place or whatever. I don't know, but are some dogs a bit more sort of like being on their own a bit more than other dogs?
I do think dogs have, personalities. I mean, I have 4 dogs, and I have one that's got to be the alpha dog. That's one of their dogs, and the other one is real docile, huge dog, but he's just. And then my dog is young and full of energy. The other one, and then the little one that's barking is a Chihuahua, and he's 15, and he just thinks he's got to, get right in the middle of everything and try to control them, even though they're all bigger than him.
Yeah, and they don't need controlling.
No. No, but he does cause a ruckus. He barked through half of my life.
Oh, you mean just generally, like when you're okay? And does he
I
bark?
did Wednesday? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had just got here, the dogs, earlier, and so he was a pain.
Does he bark when you're just making your video, like when you're talking?
Not usually. He's over there asleep. Now, some of them, it's so funny. And some of them, if I get quiet, you can hear him snoring. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think he knows when you're doing a live then, and he just sort of wants to act up a little bit?
I don't know. He's usually not. See, he's usually not like this. Here. We'll do it.
Oh, hey,
There you go. Get some
This is
limelight.
Scooter.
Scooter.
We were going to name him Harley, but we decided he wasn't big enough. He was just Scooter size.
Yeah.
puppy.
Yeah.
How cute.
He was more embodying the Scooter name.
Yes, but he can't stand it. Anyway,
Um,
now he's debuted in this one. He debuted 2 or 3 times in my life because he just would not shut up. So I'm going to turn my sound off until you address me.
or you want to jump in. I can see Mike saying he used to have a parrot that would bark like a dog.
What's he saying? Puppy.
He
Thanks,
used to have
Sam.
Yeah.
Scooter size. He is. He's Scooter size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you, Paula? What about you in terms of how are you going with your content?
How am I
mean,
doing with my content?
How are you doing with it? Just
Well,
you're talking about decluttering videos before. Actually, yeah, you jumped in
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to do more long form and fewer shorts, even though it hurts.
Yeah,
But, I'm working on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
me,
easier.
I've had some allergies. I've had some allergies, and I've just been really under the sort of the weather a little bit in the last few weeks, and just not feeling like making my long form video that I've all got ready to go. And I thought I would just do it today before this live, but then I went down to the pharmacy to say to the pharmacy that the doctor was trying to just make me go the complete natural route. And then I'm just like, I went to the pharmacy and I wrote a big long note to the doctor just saying, I understand all of that and I want to do all of that and I am doing all of that, but just a week into it, I'm just a bit beside myself and self-medicating with all the medicines I've got around the house and things like that. And it's 2025. So if you could help me with something just to kind of get over this little hump. But I'm going to record a long form video this weekend. But yeah, that's where I'm at with my stuff.
I don't like it when they want me to go the natural route. I know the natural route sounds good, but I like the medicinal route. I like the good stuff.
I know. I literally said to the doctor, I could say, yes, I'm all for this and I'm all for that. And I just said, but a week down the thing, I'm actually really miserable. And I literally said, literally last night, I'm lying on the bed in the bedroom and I'm doing, I literally looked up breath work meditations because, we're doing everything. And I think I went for inflammation and resetting the central nervous system because I'm like, okay, just whatever. So I was doing the and all this stuff. And I could hear my husband, even though I had my noise cancelling on, I could hear him walking into the room. So I opened my eyes and he's just like, is everything okay? And I said, I'm just doing some breath work for inflammation. I'm just fine because I had a flannel over my eyes and blah, blah, blah. So I told the doctor I'm doing all of these things, doing some dusting, not as much as I should be, but doing some dusting. But yeah, that's where I am at. So what about December? So Vlogmas, we're about to hit Vlogmas, aren't we?
We are.
Because does Vlogmas technically start in December the 1st?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to try to do Vlogmas. I find it very appealing. I stay home most of the time. And after I make a video about our model train being set up for Christmas, I'm not quite sure what I would Vlogma about. So I don't know. Yeah. I'll do something.
Yeah.
I'll walk more hills and maybe find trees and talk about how they would make a nice Christmas tree if someone were to cut them down. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's Christmas focused, isn't it? Vlogmas.
Mm-hmm. I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christmas focused? Yeah.
Rhonda, are you doing Vlogmas?
Yes, I'm gonna try to do it. I had thought about some different ways to do it to where I would stay in my niche. I love Christmas decoration, especially lights, and the all the video that I did. And then we have a house here that entered the, it's like a reality show about what is it called? Christmas, the Great Fight Light thing, Christmas lights. And they have so many people that enter and they pick so many and they go there and they look. And these people won 2 years ago in where I live. And it's unreal. The light display it makes Clark's house look dull. And it's phenomenal. It's looks like a board game, kind of a size board game, but there's so many lights. And so I'm going to record that, but I'm going to try to work in, some personal development in them. So I'm
Sounds
just
good.
Christmas, but doing that. And I've got some footage. I was sick last week for about 5 days and I didn't do anything for about 5 days. So I got really behind, but I decided that if I didn't get one out every day, that was all right. That if I did, 3 a week or, whatever, then that was going to be it. And if I did one every day, okay. And I've never done a short, but some of them will probably be shorts, so I don't really know. I'm just going to jump in and
Feel your way through.
I'm going to try it. And I went in and dug around in Epidemic Sound. So, and you can download a free version for 30 days. So I may be calling Evie and Paula to help me with that to see how exactly you do that, because, you first start out and it's like, I don't know what to do with this. So I don't know, because I'll have to use some other music, because everywhere you go, when you're out, there's music.
Mhm.
And it's, I don't want to copyright strike on music. So
Right.
yeah.
That's so frustrating.
yeah. So
Well,
Did you do?
I felt like it was complicated at first, but once I learned how, I was like, oh, this is so easy.
yeah. And that's the thing. And having somebody that's done it that can kind of walk you through it is the easiest way I know of.
Do you mean removing the background music? Is that
No,
what you mean? No.
I would take the sound out of the video and put my own music in.
Use like B-roll. Use it as B-roll and do a voiceover. No.
Yeah, I can do a voiceover, and there's parts of what I did last night that doesn't have, because the displays had music, like they had the Wizard of Oz, and of course it's playing that music, and then they had Frozen, and they're playing that music, and so there's pieces of it that I would have to cut out, or I don't know if my background remover would remove that enough. So
Are you going to do any posts about like getting through Christmas, or some things to do for people to de-stress a little bit?
probably
Is that
I
what
do-
you're talking
yeah.
about? Like a little bit of personal development stuff?
and that may be part of the vlogmas,
Yeah.
put on a Christmas shirt and say, how do you deal with, right, doing everything for everybody else, and then you get burned out and don't enjoy Christmas type thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The one I did last year was about, no one's coming to your house and nothing's going on, and if you like decorations like I do, decorate for yourself. Do it
Yes.
anyway.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's what I did last year. So,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this year's going to be a bit different for us in our house with our daughter. So we've still got our son, one of our 3 kids living with us still. But it was probably our daughter who was the big sort of like, okay, when should we actually get the tree out? And when should we do the decorations? But in my mind, I've just been thinking, oh, I'm not going to be a sad guy, you know what I mean? And just kind of say to the family, oh, what do you guys reckon? You know what I mean? Or whatever. Should we just put up minimal or whatever? So I'm thinking that we'll just do that because that's fun and it's cheerful and, you know, everything's as it should be. You know, my daughter should be where she is doing her thing and all of that. And so, Evie, you're all ready to go on your Vlogmas. Have you pre-recorded anything, or is it just like literally you're on the day doing it?
I think because I'm going to try to have my husband in most of them, I think we're going to work Sunday and do like 5 of them. I mean, we're not going to work on changing shirts or anything like that. Do 5 of them and just upload them in portrait so that they just go as shorts. So I'm just going to schedule them. Like if I can get 5 days worth, I'm just going to post the first one on the first and have the other 4 ready to go. And then whenever he's ready, if he can, we'll do 4 or 5 more. So I stay a little bit ahead of it. And it's simply for a fun thing and to test and try. And, you know, just so I can say I did it, because I know it can be very stressful to a lot of people that try to come up with, you know, it's going to be Christmas lights one day and then we're going to make Christmas cookies the next day and we're going to do this. And it's not going to take very much time. I'm talking about 1 minute, 1.5 minute videos to back, you know. I mean, it could be if I wasn't going to do the tasting again, I might just think of different family traditions, both that I had or I wished I had, or I'm going to start or something like that, but where it's extremely short and extremely easy on myself. And I don't think that there's a whole bunch of people waiting to turn YouTube on December 1st to go, I'm going to Vlogmas the whole day. You know, I think it can be quite annoying to some people.
Yeah. I would think
to
so.
be everything just Christmas, and if it's too long.
Yep. Hey, I don't know, Imi, have you guys checked out? I hadn't seen the last couple of Imogen's videos, but boy, have you seen? She's doing so well, right?
Yes.
They had a huge update on
Yes.
her Perfect Wife one, 72,000 views on that, and her subs have jumped up to 7,000 something.
I saw that yesterday. It's amazing. And it wasn't that long ago that she was sharing with us that her views and her subscribers had fallen off considerably. And now it's just like surged. It's wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah, she's really like struck like
her being authentic really shows through on her latest videos.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women can relate. It hasn't been, was it 3 bad relationships she had, or was it 2? But regardless, I mean, most women can say whether it was a brief time boyfriend or a father-in-law, brother, whoever, someone has had a bad relationship with a man somewhere along the line. And men could say the same, that they've had bad relationships with women. That's not exclusive, but it's very, very relatable. And I love Emma Jean. I love watching her. She's so beautiful. She's so well-spoken. She's so polite. And one of my videos that I did, I ended it with a wig that's black and green that I bought for Dora's wig party, but a week from tomorrow. And I guess I didn't explain it well enough that it was actually not a wig that I was going to wear, like as in to look nice. And her comment on my video was, oh dear, I really don't think that color of wig suits you, or something like that. It was the kindest thing to tell me that she didn't like the wig.
Yeah.
She's just so kind.
Yeah. Has anyone put in there that she's #1 Ladies Club?
Yes.
Hey, Bobby. So Imogen from #1 Ladies Club. She's English.
Yes,
So she makes very real videos.
Yes.
You know, she has a lot of, you know, she has a few health struggles, and she talks about that. She's really, she's not afraid to talk about anything. And what I loved too is on her one that's just sort of gone like super viral. Her pinned post, I'm like, yeah, you go, girl. She's just really laid it out to anyone who's going to put any of these comments. Here's what I am saying to you. here's what it is, here's what it isn't. And if you're going to leave anything mean and nasty, I'm just going to delete your comment. And, you know, so nice to really just see her, you know, come into her strength even more. I mean, I think she's very strong, but yeah, she's had massive resonance with that. So yeah, that's fun. So yes, so what about, and so January, does YouTube, do people view less in January? Because I do hear a lot of people saying that, and so yeah, what are your guys' opinions on that?
I have an
What
idea.
opinions
I don't
do you?
have an opinion on it.
Yeah, ideas, yeah.
I'm going to start a series in January of interviewing old people, starting with my dad. And I got that idea from, his first name is Tim. He has 2 channels. One is Diaries in Motion, I believe, and the other one is My New Retired Life. And I think he's around 67 years old. He lives in Tennessee, and he's friends with Ron of All Things Ron. And I love both of those guys. But he interviewed recently his mother that is 92 and went back. He found out some things about his father's past, but he found out things about his parents that he didn't know. Unfortunately, he was, you know, interviewing his mother and asking her, I think she's 92 or 93. She was a treasure to watch answer the questions about how she got married at 17 in a church with no family members at all. They intended to get married, but it was after the service, and the pastor said, come on up. Both of them 17. He lied about his age. She had permission, stuff like this, you know. And here they are all these years later. I mean, I don't know when her husband passed away, but they stayed married their entire lives with no money and no cars. And just the older generation has so much more experience. I mean, I'm like beginning to be in the older generation, but I'm talking about people that are at least 80 years old. I would love to interview them on their life. And I just want to do that in January. Is something that's kind of happy and positive. And I'm going to start with my dad. And he said, yes, absolutely. I would love to do that.
Nice. Yeah, and Jennifer's saying that she's thinking about 75 hard in January. Hello,
I'm
Krista.
I'm intimidated just saying 75 hard. So yeah.
Yes, we're into watching other people do some 75 hard.
Yeah, we enjoy that.
Yeah.
Oh, My Retired Path. What is her first name? I cannot remember her first name.
Vicky?
But she said she's 93. It was her birthday the day Tim interviewed her. I followed him from the beginning. Yeah, Tim I can't say I followed him from the beginning. I found him this year, so I don't know how long he's been doing it, but he's very interesting. He knows so much about cameras and recording and capturing the perfect, I can't think of the word I want, but he records in D-Log, takes all the color out, puts all the color back in. And he shows like, this is where I put my camera to open this drawer. And this is where I put the camera overhead on my stove. And he's gotten a drone. He just got back from Scotland, and he was doing lives from Scotland. He's just a super genuine, easy to listen to person. Whatever he's talking about, I want to listen to him talk.
Interesting. What's the name of his channel?
The New Retired Me.
Oh, The New Retired Me.
That's his bigger channel. What is that? The lady I was just talking to, My Retired Path. I cannot remember her first name. Vicky. Okay. I want to say my new retired life is around 80,000 subscribers, and then that's him.
Oh yes, I'm subscribed to him. I haven't seen him lately, but yeah.
Yeah. He's got 3 daughters. He did an interview of them. Well, I saw it over the summer. I don't know when the interview actually was. And all 3 of them look like they lead completely different lifestyles. And, because you could just tell by the way they spoke and the way they dressed. and the common theme is they love their daddy. And yeah, and so this, I'm not to take up too much time, but I was watching him, and like I said, he's interesting. He's walking around outside this house, and he says, "Oh, my friend's going to show up, and we're supposed to ride electric bikes, but I didn't charge my battery." And so he just sits in a chair in the yard, and he's talking, and he goes, "Yeah, he should be here about any time. He's going to be so disappointed because we can't ride." Pretty soon the friend walks up, and it's Ron. I swear I stood up and I was like, "I know both of you," even though of course they couldn't hear. I was so excited. Yeah, he's
So
just
who's
a great
Ron?
guy.
Who's Ron that you know? Like, does he have a YouTube channel, or do you know
Yes.
him?
Ron is a photographer, a fantastic photographer. He's got a camera channel as well as it's called All Things Ron, and he does everything from shopping. He's the one that showed me, not showed me, but yes, he showed me on his video how to hook a mount up on a grocery cart so you get all the smoothness, and then you can walk around in front of the cart and they can watch you. But he was in a kayak and he filmed wildlife on a lake. I think he's in Tennessee. Filmed wildlife on a lake, and I mean, he captured a bird, a skinny-necked bird eating a fish. And he knows what he's doing. They're both awesome guys, and they both have camera channels. So I think New Retired Me, Tim, I think he must have, I might be misspeaking, but I think he's got 3 channels. I've never watched his camera channel because it's going to be beyond what I would be able to understand anyway.
Yeah. Although you do know the D-log thing and stuff, which I've heard of that. I don't know. Were you thinking about Raw? Was the word that you were thinking of that they film in that thing called Raw, where they
just that, like his last video that I watched, he did an open air like holiday festival, and it was not fancy, done up with a bunch of lights or anything, but it was like somebody might have some homemade dish towels and somebody else might have some canned food displayed, jarred, in jars. And he just took his camera, and then I don't know if he did it in slow-mo or he backed it down to slow-mo. He never said a word in the entire video. It was simply a clip of this, slow down with music, clip of this, slow down with music. And when it wasn't long, but when it was over, I was like, "Why did you stop?" And that's what I want to be like. I want to have, and so I told him in the comments, I was like, "You've inspired me to interview my dad that's 88. I love, love, love this." And so I aspire to be like him.
Good.
And he's super nice. He watches my videos. He watched my last one, and he said, "You did a good job on this one."
You did a good job on this one.
Yeah, on the last one that I did, the one where I ended with my green and black wig. I don't know. I don't remember what the video was about, but I believe that's the video that he commented on, because I had started it off walking to the park. And so I walked past the camera, like I put it on a stop sign, and then I put it on a couple of fences, and I was just walking along, going to the park with my backpack with my bird in it. And I was so excited when I saw the footage. I was like, "I did it. I did it. I did it." I couldn't wait to get it posted. And this whole editing thing that I know a lot of people don't love, I love, love, love it. I love having to stop and make a cut because the music can be up in this section, but it has to be down in this section because I'm talking. And when it all goes together and I'm happy with it, it's not professional, but I'm happy with what I did. I'm overusing the word. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's so good. That is so good.
That is great, but I can't imagine being happy over editing. Can you, Rhonda? But I'm glad, Evie, I'm glad you're happy over it.
Well, I don't know. It's the editing so much as it is the time, the amount of time it takes to do it. And you put it all together and, it's, you upload it and you get 3 views.
Yeah. But that's not forever. That's not forever.
Right.
If we keep it up and we make our playlists and we add to that playlist, I mean, the people that the people that like us, okay, I'll say the people like me, there's only a few, but it will hopefully grow, and then we'll go back and look at my older stuff and get a chuckle out of it. They'll be like, oh, how cute. Look, she thought that was good when she put that up. That's just precious. Or as Paula would say, bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Bless your heart.
You will get respect for being a real person and being authentic, for keeping all of your beginning videos up. Now, Bobby is asking, that's Ragged Poet, she's asking, what is the name of any of the videos? So we've got All Things Ron, right? That's Is he the guy that did that amazing video that you were saying?
No,
Is
that
it-
was
no.
Tim at Life in Motion Diaries, I believe, is his
Life
channel
in
name.
Motion Diaries. Diaries is Tim.
And he
So
thought about taking that channel down. And yes, it's small. He has less than 3,000. But I mean, I'll take half of your subscribers. Don't take it down.
Yeah, it's all context, isn't it?
Yes.
3,000 sounds amazing to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
So are there any
Okay,
channels
he
that
has.
Yep.
Okay, here, can you see this right here? This is where he's showing how he does stuff. He's got 1.8 subscribers on this channel. Do I need to bring it closer? See, and he'll just go sit down in a chair right here and say that, turn this light on here. And I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge.
Yep.
Wow.
And he's so easygoing. And I don't want to make this sound bad or anything, but when he chuckles, it's one of my favorite things. He chuckles very slow. He goes, I just love it. I just love it.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has a true fan, Evie.
Yes, I'm a true fan for
Yeah.
sure.
And
Yeah.
he's going to get some more true fans from here.
Well,
Yeah.
tell him I sent you.
Yes, we will. We will. Yeah. Yeah. We'll tell him that you sent us. We'll mention your channel in there.
Well, you don't have to do that. I think he knows who Evie is, but just
Yeah,
so he knows,
exactly.
I
All right.
really do like what he does.
Yeah. There'll just be one Evie in his comments, I'm sure. I'm sure. Hello, Tracy. So, guys, what do you guys think about YouTube bringing in direct messages, bringing in the DMs? So they're trialing it at the
Love
moment.
it.
If you haven't heard, you love it,
Mhm.
right?
I know
Because they, of
nothing
course,
about
they had it. They had it back in 2017 for, I think, a year, maybe only a year, maybe or 2 years or something. But yeah, what do you love about it?
Because there's people that I would like to talk to that I don't want to necessarily put out there in the comments. Like I found this guy, he has the exact same 3 cameras that I have. He did his first video. He had 7 subscribers. He travels with his wife all over the world. And I'm like, he has a drone as well. I'm like, I want to have a conversation with him. And I asked him a question, and like, I have bought a stroller for my bird cage, and it's a little bird cage. And I was like, I need to figure out how to hook this up magnetically inside so that I get the view watching the stroller and then watching the bird. And, you know, he didn't think, well, maybe he did think it was a bit odd, but he answered me very nicely. But I have to put that out there for everyone to read. And, you know, not that I care if anyone thinks I'm weird, because that doesn't bother me. It's just that if he's really trying to, you know, teach people about cameras, does he really want me to put the, you know, I'm trying to photograph a bird in a stroller, that kind of thing, you know? It's more personal if you can message someone.
It is, but I think the other thing is too, though, is I think a lot of creators like, well, first of all, a comment in the comments is always good. So I guess in some ways, creators don't want to feel like there's too many of people that don't want to leave in the comments, because of course that'll tickle your engagement, won't it?
Maybe.
But also it can help other people, you know? Like people won't necessarily have the exact same scenario, but it might just be, hey, with my child or my puppy or my dog, because the ground is too hot at that time of day or something like that, right? So, you know, I think creators like those sorts of, so did he actually tell you how to do it? Did he? When you said he answered you nicely.
And oddly enough, I had figured it out from last night when I asked him to this morning when he had answered me. So I was his 8th subscriber. So I hope he blows up and he's huge and I could be like, I was there at your first video cheering you on.
Yeah, what is his channel?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what his name is. I can find it though.
Yeah. But you see, but the other funny thing too is, of course, that's your reticular activating system, eh? Like hunting for the answer to your question. Like you put it out there and then just you woke up this morning.
And he had answered me and he was just very nice. He's got an accent, but I couldn't tell you what his accent is. Oh, I actually watched it yesterday.
For those of us who have no idea what you're talking about, explain DM or messaging. What did you call it?
Oh, yes, direct messaging, like Instagram.
Okay.
You know how on Instagram, and you hear people say, I don't know, like influencer type people, or they say DMs. Like I'm not a big DM person, but you know on Instagram how you can just direct message someone.
Well, how does that work on YouTube though? Through their email? No.
Well, so this is what they are going to be bringing back. They're going to bring back that feature. So they had it. Yeah, so they're going to make it possible. So at the moment, they're trialing it in Poland and Ireland. And so who knows whether it's going to roll out to the rest of the world. But to be honest, because I think so many platforms are trying to be everything to everybody, everyone, everywhere, all at once, every platform functionality. And, some of the functionalities are weaker, right? They're kind of like, that's really a TikTok thing more than a YouTube thing or whatever. But, yeah, they're thinking of rolling it out just so that exactly as Evie says, instead of putting something in the comments. Also, if you don't have your email address in your about, people can't get in touch with you. And at the moment, that's how the spammers can spam us, right? Through our emails and our about. And I've heard a lot of people just say that's why I don't have an email address, because I used to have that problem and I don't have it anymore because I've removed my email address. So there's no way of directly contacting. So, if you do want someone to sort of like, you want to say something slightly personal, then, it's a bit hard to do that, isn't it, in the comments?
So he has 2 videos up now. This is his channel name.
Okay.
My Things. Sorry, I'm not holding that very well.
My Things with a brackets S, is it?
Yeah,
No.
apostrophe S in brackets.
Oh, wow.
So his first video he put up was 11 days ago, and he has 182 views on it.
Wow.
And from 22 hours ago, he's got one that has 30 views on it.
That's
and
good.
His about says, "Hi, I am Tomek, Tomek, and I love tech, cameras, drones, and filming gear. That's simply my thing. On this channel, you will see my things, tests, reviews, and travels to breathtaking places. Join me in my journey." And it's just he and his wife. And sometimes he'll be filming and she'll be like walking ahead of him. Like you don't necessarily see like her face, but she's in them. And I would love to learn from people to see how they capture their shots. Like when we were talking, he was like, well, if you don't know how to fly a drone, get this kind of drone. And I'm like, drones are like not really looked very good upon here. Like, I don't know how it is where y'all are, right, Rhonda? I mean, like you can't do them in neighborhoods and you can't do them in certain parks. So, plus I think I would lose it or crash it in a tree or in the water or something like that. And then they would see a grown woman crying at the foot of the tree because I broke my drone.
Yeah, you'd get people eye rolling at you. Who does she think she is, an influencer?
To be like, what did she think was going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Peter Urbanowski's in the chat. Hi, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Peter. Hello, Peter. We miss you, Peter.
Yes, we do. Our reigning tech guy.
Question from Jennifer. How does the messaging work exactly? So I don't know how they're going to make it look, but apparently in 2017, they brought out the direct messaging feature, and then they took it away. And I've seen some articles say a year later, some articles say 2 years later. So I don't know if that'll look like sort of an option across the top. You know how they seem to have all the share, download, all of that, save, all of that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's going to be sitting along there or not. But yeah, I wonder if it'll take some comments away, that there'll be maybe slightly less comments. The other thing is that apparently the Instagram ones are actually private, but these ones are going to be scanned and reviewed by YouTube just to make sure that they're not violating community guidelines. So there's that as well for people to think about. But I don't think that's a bad thing, because, you know, people like us, we're not saying anything wrong to anybody, but it just depends how privacy sensitive you are, because some people just don't like anything, you know, that's, you know, extra intrusive, because it's all intrusive, isn't it? They know everything all about us, but it's just some people don't like the idea that, you know, YouTube will be scanning and reviewing those comments.
I can't imagine. Now, this is just me, and I haven't really thought about this much since obviously I didn't even know it was a thing. But unless I know someone awfully well, like friends here, I can't imagine putting anything in a message that I wouldn't put in the comment in the chat of the video, you know?
Totally right. Yeah.
And if it's just super good friends, I'm just going to text you, or I'm going to do that thing that we do. What's that thing we do? Chat.
WhatsApp.
Yeah. But that's just me.
Yep. What about you, Rhonda? Can you see yourself sort of using direct messaging if YouTube brought that out?
Well, and that might be something that for me with my online business, if somebody wanted to work with me, they would be more apt to maybe send me a DM than they would to leave it in the comment. You know,
Yes.
they can email me, or they can make an appointment or whatever through my stuff. But sometimes they might want to chat with me first before they would schedule a session or whatever. So that it might be something that I would use. It's according to how it's set up. I mean, I can't really wrap my brain about how YouTube would do that, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Phil from WhatsApp Boomer said, no, because I can barely keep up with all the things I've currently got running.
That's true. You know, it's like, just like, what is it? The post where you post stuff and, you know, all of that. And I think about it, but then I don't. It's like, I forget that I can do that. So.
Okay, Bobby, what are you in full Grinch mode about? I'll look out for what you say.
I believe she's in full Grinch mode about the messaging, if I'm correct.
Oh, yeah.
Did Teddy Stu's comment? Yeah, the wackadoodles that would be sending.
Yes.
That's
right. It, like the spam. I think the spam will go up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those people aren't probably violating community guidelines.
So why did YouTube take it off from when they did it in 2017?
Yeah, interesting. I do not know. And I guess if I really, really had to guess, I wonder whether maybe they had less comments coming through because people might have gone to the DMs a bit more. I don't know. It would have had to have been something because, I don't know. Why do they remove stuff if it's not being used very much? Maybe the really big YouTubers didn't like it. I think they must have an enormous amount of influence, because they've got that real inner circle sort of think tank group. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. Right. Mr. Peter, think of a channel that doesn't have an email address easily available. It gives people a chance to reach out to collaborate or to offer words of support. Do you know what? I'm still a little bit confused about the collab thing because I have seen, for example, like when I understand that you can invite someone to collab and they say yes. And then I think that let's say you make a video together or a short, it comes up with both of your names. So I've seen that. And then under your collabs, under YouTube Studio, it'll have like who you've collabed with. But beyond that, I'm not quite sure. Like sometimes I'll go to click on one because I think, oh, yes, I want to see what else you guys have done together. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's not really jumping out as something that I don't really fully get it. Who gets it? Like, what else is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be your own mini channel? Is it supposed to be that you click on two people doing a bit of work together, and if they've done more videos, then you get to see all of those? Because so far, I've only seen people do one collab together, so I haven't seen like a few videos sitting under two people collaborating. Hello, Miss Riva.
When I interviewed Evie, I sent her the thing to collab, and because I really didn't, and I figured that the video would come up on her channel and, some of that sort of stuff. And it didn't. All it did was hook our names together. And I haven't even looked to see, because on other videos I've seen where they've done collaborations in the, where it has our little channel picture, like the little circle, it'll have two. And you click on that and it has both their channels listed.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
I don't know from Evie's end what, that did on her channel.
I think it did go to my channel. It was processing or something. I ran onto it by accident and I don't know how to find it again.
But it did go on your channel?
I think so. But see, like right here, it says, videos, shorts, live, playlists, and posts. There's nothing that says collaboration on there. And if I go into manage videos, it has where you can sort it, videos, shorts, and lives. So I don't know where to find it.
That's just it on her end, because I thought it was supposed to help her on her channel, and then her people that watch her, it would help me on mine. But there was no, I don't know.
Is it in the studio under collaborations?
Maybe that's where I saw it.
It's not in mine. I mean, I don't know, other than we collab together and it says it in, it was weird. It was just, but that's.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So it's under studio, it's under YouTube Studio. So there it goes, videos, shorts, live, and then there's the one collaboration.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And it has 61 views and 16 comments.
Okay.
Yeah. So it sort of goes in parks somewhere, right? But it's fun to try these things, and it's really great. Super quickly, because I want to. Can you promo Miles's new channel in a minute, Paula? I just want to quickly show you guys. So Riva Reveals. She was reminding everyone just on her WhatsApp group, just what are your goals going into December and everything. And I was at work being overwhelmed. I've had really bad allergic eyes, and honestly, everyone thinks I've just been crying all day, every day, because all my skin is red and blah, 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 all that stuff. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to, in one of my breaks today, I'm going to do what Izzy, Ali Abdal's wife, I saw her do her iPhone one. She said, do it in Canva, her little just action vision board. So I thought, I'll do one. And look here, I want to really, really show you. So Riva motivated me to get this done. I did it that same day. But look here, There's that photo of us. Look, I've got this on my vision board. There you are, Rhonda. And this is the one with Evie and Alison. Like, this is like how we're going to see each other again next year. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that just while we were looking up. But Paula, can you promote Miles's new channel? Because that'll be so lovely to tell people about.
I do not have my phone with me, and I cannot remember the name of it. But if you're
Bread, Not Spirits, I think is what it's called.
would you look it up? It is Miles. It's his old stained glass channel. You know, he had little talks with Miles, and he had a stained glass champ. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Break bread, not spirits. That is it.
That's
Yeah.
it. That is it. So
That is-
Miles, yeah, so he's got a bakery and a pizzeria, and he's just
Yes.
opened, he's invested, he's retired, he's invested, and his videos are so good. I love that style of video from him. He just
Yes.
said these are going to be raw videos. Like that's the Miles that I've been really, I guess, trying to really get to actually.
Mhm. And I'm loving how he's sharing with us the difficulties of. Well, I use starting the business, but I believe they purchased the business from someone else, so it was already a running business or a and
Yes,
they took it
yes.
over. I don't know what the right
Yes.
phrase is for
Yeah,
that.
sold it. I think he bought it. Hey, they
Yes,
sold it. or
yes.
something, yeah.
And he's talking about the problems of keeping staff there. Some staff worked like a day or two and then texted that they wouldn't be back because they couldn't handle the pace. But he just responded to a comment of mine yesterday. I asked him how his teen workers are doing, because can you imagine being a young person and having Miles as a mentor, which is what he was hoping he would do. And he said the teen workers are doing amazing, and he plans to shout them out in his next video. So I'm so excited to hear about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was a lovely thing.
Yes.
So break bread, not spirits. So
Mhm.
that you mentioned that the people who come to work with him, like especially the young people, but just anybody, right, working
Right.
with Miles and his wife, that's a special opportunity.
Yes.
That's
And
so
when he
special.
talks about corporate in quotation marks, that's his wife.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? This is seriously the Miles that I've been wanting to hang out with and hear from, because he literally just said, I'm just going to be. He reminds me of the style of video that Grace Andrews, like Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett's, his social media manager person. So she's left. So Grace Andrews, if you are interested in seeing Stephen Bartlett's, I'll just put her name in here. She's a young person, and so it can get a little bit much with all her big long vlogs, like nearly 2 hours, and because she's flitting everywhere, and sometimes she's eating her food and doing lots of that kind of thing. So that can get a bit much, but she's got lots of little tidbits just about, going out there and just growing her business and all that kind of stuff. But so he's got a style of video that she does where he's literally just taking the little snippets during his week and he's chucking them together. And I just love that because the audio isn't perfect. He'll just be propping his phone up and he's over here doing some pizza into the stove and doing the stuff, but you can hear him. But the bit where he talks about he started calling his wife corporate because she's dealing with all the finances and stuff. And now the team is starting to call her that. And then he's going, and actually she's kind of taken to it. So I'm not sure whether I should be worried about that or pleased about that. But she seems to really fancy being called corporate.
And he's talking about. Go ahead, Evie.
I was just going to say that means he has to follow her rules at home and at work.
Yeah, exactly. I know he might be growing a monster there.
And he's talking about how hard it is, how hard it is to run this business, and he's working like 16-hour days, and his mental health was suffering. So he got out on his bicycle and rode, and that's his happy place. And just there must be so many people on these YouTube streets, as Kendi K all day says, that are in that same situation that can just lean in and listen and feel like they have someone who completely understands.
Yeah, I'm just literally looking up his
Yes, Jennifer says Miles is one of those human beings who has many talents. Like, what can't he do? Exactly. Jennifer, I so agree. I believe he could do anything.
Yeah, break bread, not spirits. There he is. And see, he's got like buying a business when you're not rich. And he's very open about the fact that, he's invested, his or their 401k, is chasing the dream, worth it, leaving corporate for a small business. And yeah, it's real stuff, man. Like, talking about the chaos. He just overwhelming chaos.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah. I've just been enjoying that. What about when he just said he tried to throw a few herbs into some bread and then call it Italian bread or something? And he said, I'm learning all the time. Like,
Yes.
sort of a little bit told off that actually what they do is they sample that first, right? They try it out first. They don't just like roll it out and start selling it.
Right. And let's see, his newest thing is hand pies, I think he called them, which is like a dough folded over with the little crinkle thingies, and inside the dough, I guess there's pepperoni and sauce. I need to ask him what's in the hand pies, but coming out of the pizza oven, they looked so good.
Yeah.
I think a hand pie is just a small pie, like a folded over.
Okay. Sally's in the chat. Hey, Sally.
Hello, Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Yes, Bobby. Yes, that's Miles is the one that we're talking about the bread.
And Peter says hand pies in the UK, we call them pasties.
Okay.
Pasties.
Yeah. I would struggle if I worked in a bakery, like personally, like eating the food.
I would eat the profits
Well,
for
we
sure.
want them to do a video. We want them to do a video on that. Do you know what? So while he's still in this busy mode, so he can just give it to us straight and can give us the raw video. So I'll ask him that on a video. Please do a video about how, because he's looking quite slim. I think he's looking slimmer as well.
Yes,
isn't he?
he's very much slimmer.
So
Yes.
you know what? That must be the chaotic overwhelmingness of he's running it all off.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
No
running-
time to eat and riding his bicycle for his mental health, peace of mind. So he's getting slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah.
Jennifer said
Amazing.
she would weigh 400 pounds if she worked in a bakery. So would I.
Oh no, Jennifer, loving you doing your videos with your husband. He's a very willing participant. He's so sweet. He's just smiling and doing the things. When you're showing us your scenery and where you are. Cornish pasties, yeah, I definitely look like a Cornish pasty. All 5 squished together. Yeah, I know. I know.
Mike.
All right, ladies. On the fun bread pizza note, should we sign off?
I have to sign off because before I can go to bed tonight, I have to finish that closet. Not that closet, but the closet in the other room.
Yeah. And that's amazing, Jennifer. That is really amazing. I know he's into it. All right, everybody. Big love and hugs to you. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody.
Yes.
I saw a beautiful post from Celine Dion, like her Instagram. She's just reminding everyone just to make, just to be grateful for all the little tiny things as well. But so thank you for hanging out with us, and thank you, ladies, for the fun chat. And we've got
It was
Dawn
fun.
next week. We've got Resting Witch Face on next week. I'm sorry she wasn't able at a day ago. She gave us notice, but she wasn't able to, unfortunately. She was doing special Thanksgiving stuff. And remember, we've got Kevin Colbert in a couple of weeks. What date was that? Evie? 12th of the 12th. We're interviewing Kevin for a nice little tight hour. So please join us for that and think up some questions and even fire them through to us. But he'll be a beautiful guest. We just know it. So, yeah, lots to look forward to. So have a happy weekend, everyone, and see you later.
Karen.
Hi.
Bye.
Hi, chat.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye.